Beginner Breaststroke Part 1. It is modified breaststroke for kids under the age of 4 or 5. We call them pool prodigies, grade 6.9. For SmartFish swim lessons, we use some smart tools. They can help teach us breaststroke at all of our pools. Kids can use mats and boards to practice their kick to balance their bodies. Mats help do the trick. But if you don't have a mat, kickboards will do. There are many more tools. These are just a few. To help lift for a breath, put a float on a stick, then put the head down and do a push kick. Even garden pads work as mini kick mats. Hold while lifting to breathe, then make the head flat. They can wear fins like these so their feet can push more. When they understand how, they're likely to score. The drifters and noodles, waist belts and rafts can keep them balanced and their backs nice and flat. For the arms, we use floaties for kids big and small. They make swimming easy, no matter how tall. Use flip-flops for paddles. They work great and they're cheap. We can use almost anything to make it easy to teach. Here is a swimmer that was having a hard time with his kick, and I was a coach. They couldn't get in the pool with him, so I figured out this idea called kick on a stick. And this is the very first time I tried to fix it like this.
He's just in the habit of having one hip higher than the other, so I'm doing this to keep his hip level so that he doesn't have any inclination to make one hip higher than the other.
And you roll over, Ellie.
Good. That's correct. Turn both feet, curl both feet out.
We gotta try it on Tyson next.
Then turn both feet out. I can't believe it.
Ready, go.
Woo! Came up with a new idea. I hope it works. I hope you keep doing it.
Here are examples of long axis and short axis rotation as they pertain to the strokes. Our SmartFish method is a lateral breath recovery, roll over to back float method. So we only teach the long axis strokes of freestyle and backstroke first. In the old world, humans did not learn to swim till they were older, like 5 or 6. By this time, they were old enough to learn the more complicated frog or whip kick. We have found that babies and toddlers learn to recover for air much more easily when they roll laterally, as in freestyle. Now that humans begin learning to swim as babies, the short axis method of head lifting and coordination needed for a proper breaststroke kick is more difficult to learn. This inspires many swim teachers to teach the easier, lateral, long axis type rollover swimming, and that transitions directly into freestyle. Therefore, we hold off teaching breaststroke to our pool prodigy students under age 4 until they are absolutely independent, confident, and competent at horizontal prone swimming. It is ideal to be sure they have mastered the habit of swimming with their face down, using an efficient lateral rotation for side or back breathing first. But I am not going to hold them back for being too young. I will teach to their ability, so if they are exceptionally mature or coordinated, they can be taught a long axis version of breaststroke. This next video shows how we do that lateral rotation for freestyle. This student eventually learns to do breaststroke.
Big arms to the sky. Get your arms up high and slam them. That's why they're called big arms. Bigger. Bigger big arms. Reach for the sky before you slip. No, you gotta reach your hand up to the sky like you're gonna reach for the clouds.
There is a form of breaststroke that can be taught to kids on their back, where they do a frog kick with their legs and an arm stroke that we call monkey airplane rocket. This age group loves to do the monkey airplane rocket arms. We first teach it with flutter kicking, and then eventually we will add a frog kick to it. But first we teach their arms.
Okay,
teach the frog kick.
Bend, Kira. Push out. Squeeze. Good. Bend your knees. Push out. Say bend, tell her. Say bend.
Push out, squeeze. Bend. Push out, squeeze. 1, 2, 3. Bend. Push out. 1, 2, 3.
This is a fun way to practice the drill while standing up while using both legs at the same time. They sit on the castles like this, and they're able to manipulate both their arms and both their legs at once. This is 2-year-old Lakey, whom you saw earlier, learning the breaststroke now.
Pencil legs. Frog legs. Star legs. Pencil legs. Okay? Frog. Star. Pencil. Push out. Good. Like that. Frog, star, pencil. Frog, star, pencil. Good. Push. Good. So this is her 3rd week doing this. There you go. Straight legs. When you turn 3, like you do. I don't know if you're going to keep doing. Push. Rockets on this side. Just frog kicks. Ready? Eyes in. Frog, star, pencil. Squeeze. Good. Take a breath. Eyes in. Let's do 2 frog kicks. Go. Frog, star, pencil. Frog, star, pencil. Take a breath. Monkey. Airplane, rocket ship. Airplane, rocket ship. Airplane, rocket ship. That is so good. Monkey. Airplane, rocket ship. Airplane, rocket ship. Monkey. Airplane, rocket ship. Monkey. Airplane, rocket ship.
Notice how Lakey is pushing off Karen's hands and gliding.
Then push together. Then push together. Good. Frog, star, pencil. Frog, star, pencil.
Potato.
Next, watch Beginner Breaststroke Part 2. The students will be at least 4 or 5 years old.